Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 3rd to the 10th of October. If you haven't seen the monthly readings or the equinox readings, go and have a look at them. I think they're really important. They're going to help you out to sort of clarify the situation of what's going on in the world around you and help you to position yourself. You're in the last 3 months of your year before your birthday, so therefore you're in your autumn. You're going to be, in theory, there should be a lot of things coming up on the radar about what you've been doing over the past year, what you want to do in the future. It's going to be mainly moving on to the emotional sort of side, relationship sort of side of life. So I would go and have a good look at that monthly reading. It will help you out. Next to me here, as you can well see, is the sun. That's the sun over the last few days. That corona hole will be coming through this weekend and impacting the earth. That's earth energy. But there's also filament energy, which we can see erupting around the North Pole, the crown of the sun. And that's water energy. And that's how we're going to qualify or sort of clarify the reading, the cards with the sun and according to your elements and your qualities at the end of this reading. So stay with us for that. It'd be very interesting. Okay, let's just see what's going on. Let's get into the overall energies here. You want to feel like being a kid again, do you? You want to go on an exciting journey, do you? Really? Okay. It's a bit out of context to what you should be doing. I suppose it's a good way of learning about relationships and how you feel and everything like that. But it should be good. Oh, there's 2 cards there. Look at that. Well, the overall energy here is it looks like love in the offering by the looks of it more than anything else. Lead with your heart, basically. Accept the invitations that are around you in this week. It could open doors for you in regards to relationships and that adventure that maybe, this is what you're looking for. Okay, let's just see. Let's get straight on in here and let's see what the overall energy is the karmic message here is playing on your relationship side. There is a need to open up from you towards others, basically. Yeah, maybe you're hesitating, and I wouldn't hesitate. And the thing is, the problem with the difficulty for Scorpio is opening up, is allowing yourself to be a little bit exposed, as it were. I wouldn't worry too much. I would start to learn to trust people that are around you. And just realize it's okay to open up. It's okay to be who you are, rather than what people think you should be. And it's basically here, it's sort of saying in regards to choices or possibilities in front of you, follow the evident path, basically. That's what the 7 of Cups is saying. And you've got that water and that air coming down. So it's a combination between the two of your emotions and your mental energies as well, which you do have at your base. But here I would say I would not allow the mental to get too let it come up too much within you. Allow the emotions to come into your life, I would say. Let's just see how the universe is trying to guide this with your fixed water and fixed air on this petal. I almost want to say throw caution to the wind. That's what the universe is. King of Cups, lovely, beautiful. I would own your emotions then. So throwing caution to the wind is having that belief within your emotions as you go forward, where you can have really nice plain sailing. And I think this is what the universe is trying to offer you here with this sort of love and stuff like that. And just don't let your head get caught up in it too much. Just allow your emotions to flow with you. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the guides and how the guides are offering, are trying to stimulate that karmic message. don't be caught up in the past. So okay, so you could well be analysing what you've done in the past, what sort of relationships you've had in the past, how it's been with certain people, and etc. I wouldn't get too much. I think that's what that mental energies that's coming up through you there from Libra is all about. Yeah, the guides are trying to sort of give you a passage here, sort of kind of like trying to sort of help you across a passage where you not allowing you to go into the doubts that you would have had in the past according to relationships. Okay, so I would trust your guides here, trust the situation, the community, the coincidences that are around you. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. Go on, what have you got to lose? I think that's going to be that repeated sort of thing within you, and it's a bit of a leap of faith. It's a bit of a case that you've got to take that leap of faith. Sunshine, happiness. They're trying to give you that passage through to that happiness, Scorpio. With that King of Cups coming from the universe, it's giving you that stability to actually move on to something that's going to be very joyous by the looks of things. It may not be obvious in the here and now, but it will be obvious in the little things that are around you. So this could well be preparing this week, but I still think you should be looking to sort of open up your emotions to the world around you within the relationships that are around you. And I think you're going to find that if you allow the universe to sort of carry you through, as it were, to support you, which it should do, you're going to find yourself with happiness. And I think that's what your guides are trying to encourage within you. Sort of saying, what have you got to lose? Go on, go. And if you're getting that sort of repetitive thing, conversation that is within you, I would follow it. Okay, let's just see what's going on your money side, your job, your finances, your business, your projects. Let's see what the karmic message is there. Hello, Mr. Fly. I think in here it's sort of talking about almost like recycling, as if like you're redoing things. It's almost as if like sort of saying, just let things tick over. If you're in a job, just do what you have to do to get to do things. Don't look to push things. Don't look to push your business. Just do the simple things, correct them on correctly, as it were. Concentrating on the here and now. I think that's what it is. It's not really allowing yourself to dream too much, where you can lose track of where you're going and stuff like that. So I think that's really important message on your business and your job side. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message. Steady as she blows, steady as she goes. The universe is also playing here. It's trying to encourage that, almost a little bit like the King of Cups, a very constant and consistent sort of vibration. So you got the Queen of Swords on that side. So this is really good. This is exactly you, Scorpio. You've got the King of Cups. That is your water at the top there, which you can see. And then you have your air at the bottom, which you can associate with the Queen of Swords here. I think this is just sort of saying, keep your cap, keep your direction. Just do what you got to do. Do the simple things. Do them correctly, so you don't get in any hot water or any complications. Now is not the time to strike out, as it were. How are your guides influencing this? Yeah, they're reducing the amount of coincidences that are coming in for you. I think they're talking about saving as well. It might be a case of it might be a good idea to put money away for the future. Yeah, healthy boundaries. That's what it's all about. Preparing for the future. So putting really nice healthy boundaries in place. Saving money, putting money aside. If you're running a business, concentrate on building your capital, I would say, for pushes after your birthday in November, basically, by the looks of things. as the changing world that is the world changing around us, it's going to ask for a new way of doing business in the future, and you'll be ready for it if you prepare. Okay. Same thing for your jobs as well. You could, if you're looking for promotion or a new job and etc., I would really concentrate on doing the simple things correctly in the workplace. So you got a good, solid, consistent base. And then in November, you can start pushing for promotions and stuff like that. I wouldn't get distracted if I was you. Yeah, they're also doing the accounts, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Have you done this? Have you done that? It's very practical, I think, this time round. You've got a lot of happiness here going on. Look at this. Happiness after difficulty. And I think it's not necessarily difficulty. If you imagine the barrier that you can see on the 10 of cups there, is a little bit like that barrier there that you've got that. So it's like, if you can put things away, get your capital sorted, or just do the things correctly within your job, so you've got a constant, you're not having any major problems, you're not looking for any problems or trying to explore too much. Therefore, you're going to feel a lot more contentment about the work that you're doing, and a lot more secure in the going future. And you'll feel it, I think, by the end of the week. It's going to be preparing you for that November period. There's obviously changes that are coming through. And those sort of changes we'll see in the next 2-3 weeks. So as it leads you towards November and your the end of your birthday cycle. Let's just see what's going on in the 4th week at the end of this. You know, it's like when you wake up in the morning and it's like you feel like it's that first day of spring after a winter. That sort of thing. Yeah, it's almost a little bit like that. It's almost as if you've got the smell of spring in the air. It's not quite there. There could even be snow on the ground, but it's a feeling of change basically that's coming through for you. There's 2 cards there. They're going to have them. So we've got the King of Swords. That means we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. It's collecting yourself and putting yourself in a perfect sort of position. It gives it a really nice sort of triangle between these 3 here. You also have the 4 of Pentacles as well. And I think that's got to do with that sort of saving, keeping money aside, growing your capital and stuff like that. I think it's going to be really good for you. Okay. Really good in that. Open up on the relationship side, and on the financial side. It's a time for security. So it's a time to sort of like make sure everything's working, batten down the hatches, and start allowing a little bit of capital to come to build up in your life. Okay. Let's just see what's going on according to the sun. So we're looking at earth energies that have been coming through, and this is where Capricorn comes into play, because Capricorn's earth energy is coming through on this sort of section here. And what that's doing is trying to bring in physical or concrete situations which can give you that rite of passage from your consistent emotions, which is at your base, right through up to your happiness and that feeling of sensation inside you of yay sort of scenario. Okay, the main bit of earth on you is on this side. So you've got the pure mutable earth, which is coming in here from Virgo. So but you do have that fixed earth there. And I think it's that fixed earth there that you should be paying attention to the most in looking at your reading here. I think this card here, the 9 of Wands, is also very important. And it's where we get this confrontation between the mental, the desires and stuff like that, the ideas, the illusions that we can create, and the physical situation in front of us. I think it's going to play out between that earth and that air scenario, which is going on there. Okay. As regards to your waters, and this is where you get the constant coming through here as well, with those filament energies, which we saw on the sun as it clips the North Pole. So it gives you that raison d'etre, so that reason for being emotionally. So it should be able to be emotionally, should be actually quite calm within your life in regards to your relationships and stuff like that. I would allow to open up. That's what that water's coming through here, and allow to open up. and just let go of that mental energy as it's flowing through for you. So I think overall, I think these two are actually the most important cards on the money side. And I do believe these two cards here are the most important on the relationship side. But whatever it is, if you do open up and you do get that security and you lead with your heart, there's good possibilities for you, Scorpio, going forward. So there you go. There's loads of links in the description below. There's also a link to our sister channel, Cymatic TV. I would go and watch those monthly readings and the equinox readings. And it is beautiful, absolutely amazing to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You know it makes sense. Okay, so I'll see you the moment you subscribe, and I'll be seeing you next week. In the meantime, Scorpio, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.